Hey now, welcome back to the farm. Today we're gonna hang out here in the goat pen a little bit, talk to my boys and girls. As you know, some may know, we are breeding Kiko goats. Oh, there we go. All right, calm down now. Calm down, boy. All right, buddy. Yeah, these old Kikos are pretty good for us. They've been working out good. We did have a learning curve to begin with, but I think we got it squared away. We do have a couple Kiko boar mixes in the group, but for the most part, they're all Kikos now. So we got this little one, as you can see it. This one is she's a bottle baby. Excuse me, he's a bottle baby. And this guy is being a butt. Quit. This will be our breeding buck for next year, and he is on fire today. Show you. He's a mess. He's a good boy though. And this is our oldest buck right here. It was definitely a mess. He's been at it this year. We've been getting our girls, huh? Yeah. Let me see what we got here. So that's our buck that's breeding. He's young. He's not even a year old yet. And this will be the one for next year. He's white with some brown spots. I think the kids call him milkshake. He's a little angry right now because he's too young to do any girls this year. I think we got them all. Got all of our does bred up. At the tentative kidding date of January into February. 5 months to get them kitted out. So we got a little shed under here. They hang out in there in the hot. Feeding trough. So I split them up when I feed them in the morning. And they push their ways around till they find where they want to be. He's a good boy. This is probably the gentlest buck that we've had on the farm so far. And he was not a bottle baby. He's naturally fed by his mom. We spent some time with him, and he's a good boy. This one is he was also born here on the farm, but he's a little more high-strung, and I don't know why. Might have to pull the trick on him. Anyway, so the moral of the story, out here in the goat farm, out in the goat pasture, was another YouTuber that I watched a good bit, the Honeystead, actually produced a question of why do you do the things you do. You know, in a nutshell, here on this farm, you know, not only are we commanded to tend the field and keep keep the garden. This goes back to Genesis 1. That's what Adam's job was. God has provided this place for us, so it is our job to tend it, tend the animals and what we grow and everything else around here. So that is number one, the most important reason for this God ordained for man to tend the field and care for the animals. The other reason, ultimately, man's reason, you know, we do enjoy the animals, but ultimately, when we hand the farm down to the kids, this hopefully will be something that will be around forever for them to refer back to see what, you know, what did Dad do at this situation. Maybe like a living testimony of it can be done. You just got to put your heart and mind and soul into it and do it. Like I said, we do enjoy the animals and the farm and the gardening and the bees and the goats and the chickens and, you know, whatever else we get into over the course of a little bit. We've only been at this for not quite 3 years. I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm retired Army, and hope to, took a job as a civilian working for the Army now, which, you know, I'm gonna give it a couple more years and see where we're at. I would like to hang it up and do this full time. I could probably get a lot more done working full time. You know, working 40 hours a week, coming home, putting in another couple hours every day, and as the winter gets here, yeah, I won't be able to put any time in by the time I get home from work. Maybe go feed the animals and stuff like that, but there won't be no more work after work. Everything I had to wait for the weekends to get projects accomplished, which slow us down. Yeah, looking at it, you know, the ultimate reason why we do the things we do is to glorify God and to pass this information down as a living testimony via YouTube or media, digital media, for the kids to look back onto and see that it can be done. So Honeystead, I hope that Kaylee from over there at Honeystead, I hope that answers your question on why we do what we do around here. Two important things. Biggest is to glorify God and enjoy Him forever, and to give a testimony to the kids. And that's about all we got. So here from the Kiko goats. Hopefully next year we'll have more does in the breeding population and be able to make market on them and sell them to other farmers that are trying to grow a herd, or you know, the Kiko goats, they are meat goats. Sell them to the market. I probably won't take them to market, but who knows what people will do with them when we sell them to them. They are good for food, and not saying that we won't, but right now we're trying to grow the herd to a population that is sustainable. But so we'll see what happens in the future. Anyway, I'll let you go with a little spin around of the goats being goats now that they have left me alone a little bit. There's a purdy buck looking at me like I'm crazy. He's a good boy. He's a little, he's not quite a year old. He's probably 80 pounds, but they grow quick. Next year's buck that we'll use for breeding. And our little bottle baby. He's a good boy. Yeah, so we ended up, I think this year, kidding with 5 bucks and only 2 does. So yeah, we got rid of a couple bucks, sold them to a friend, and kept 2 in the bottle baby. That's the bottle baby. I don't know. We'll see. Separate him out, and maybe he'll be a breeder in a couple years. But with bottle babies, you never know. But that's it's actually the first one that was born on the farm. She is 2 years old, or almost 2 years old. She's a pretty big one. She's pretty. Kiko goat, usually white. Can't find them with colors. And this one, of course, was a Kiko boar mix. That's why she's dark. But there is no standard, but most Kikos are white with the big horns. Anyway, hey, I ain't gonna hold you up. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Daily, there's the answer from us on why we do what we do. Hey man, we'll catch y'all on the next trip. Thanks for tuning in, and we're out here.